Hey, I didn't see you standing there. I'm out researching, trying to find ways to inspire, encourage, and motivate you and us to be our best selves. And this time of the year, we are incredibly frantic. We've got a lot of things going on. Our plates all runneth over. See, we were called to education, and that calling is because we are passionate about serving others and about making a difference in the lives of the students that we touch every single day. And everybody that is here on our campus, I know, is very committed to that service and that work. But I think of every educator, every teacher is a leader. And in order to lead well, we have to be well. I'm reminded of the story when you get on an airplane and you sit down and they're going through their safety protocols. They remind you that when the mask drops, that you have to put it on yourself first before you put it on your child or the person sitting next to you. See, because if you're incapacitated and you're unable to breathe, you may be then compromising the person that you are in charge of taking care of, which may be your neighbor that's sitting next to you. And so, much like affixing the mask to ourselves before we do that, we have to consider that for us to giveth of ourselves, we must have a full cup. And I know this time of the year it's difficult to get that cup all the way full to the top, but we're going to push really hard. So I want to give you a few reminders to help us to be well in order for us to lead well on our campus. Number one is to make sure that you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're getting 8 to 10 glasses a day. Notice I didn't say coffee. Notice I didn't say tea. Notice I didn't say Gatorade. I didn't say soda. I said water. And the reason why is that water helps our blood to be more fluid, and it helps to pump that oxygenated blood throughout our bodies, to our brain, into our muscles, into our organs, so we can function properly and to do our best work. Number two, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure that you're getting 8 to 10 hours a night. And I know that sounds unrealistic because some of you say I can get by with 3 to 4 hours, but our brains and our bodies need that opportunity to recover and rest. And sometimes our gnarliest, most challenging, difficult problems that we deal with are able to be solved through appropriate amounts of rest. I'm going to challenge you to maybe try to meditate, whether it's stepping away to read scripture or prayer, or to just spend time alone with getting rid of the noise that's always around us and just focusing on your breathing. If they're teaching the United States Marines and Navy SEALs, and I just recently found out that the Chicago Cubs organization, from their players all the way up through their executives, are required to go through daily meditation process. If the research is there that shows that it helps us to be our best selves, I recommend giving it a try. Find a hobby. I read a recent article about Oprah Winfrey, and one of the reasons and keys that she contributes to her success is her ability that when she steps out of the office and she steps away, she finds something to do that is totally unrelated to the work that she does. It allows her brain to process maybe some of the most challenging problems that she has in a different light, because she's getting an opportunity to do something else. And we could say anything that we want to say, but she's highly successful for a reason. So find a hobby that is away from education. Unplug. Turn your cell phone off. Turn your laptop off. Even if you can, turn your TV off and step away. Get away from the noise. Find something to do, whether it's to be outside and to be gardening or to read a book, but step away from the frantic noise that's constantly bombarding us 24/7, 365, and making our brains shoot 100 miles an hour. And then when it comes down to the times that we really need them to be our best, it's difficult because it's so full. Eat right. Try to go a whole foods, plant-based approach to your eating habits, making sure that we're staying away from the refined sugars and the processed foods as much as possible, and feeling that 80% of our plates are full with things that are full of color and vibrant and are in season, and we try to step away from the things that are high in sodium and high in fat, and making sure that we are putting our right nutrients in our body so we can be our best. So I think it's important for us to consider that. Exercise. And I'm not talking about you need to train for an Ironman triathlon or a marathon, but even if it's just 15 minutes of walking, brisk walking around your neighborhood or around the campus and doing it in 2 different segments, get you 30 minutes a day. It's amazing how that really helps to free you up, helps you to feel better, and gets those good chemicals of dopamine and serotonin flowing through your body so you're able to feel well in order to be well. And I think the last thing I challenge you to do is to find friends that are not in education and spend time in fellowship. Get away and have adult conversations. that are engaging and thoughtful and are communicating, and not through social media, because it's been proven that the more times that we spend on Facebook and we spend on Twitter, we actually up the scale of our depression. So I challenge you to step away and to build times to fellowship with those that you love and you care about. So I know that we were called to serve others, but for us to be our best selves, we have to make sure that we have to take care of ourselves. So when that mask drops, which is right now happening for all of us, make sure that you take the time to put it on yourself first, so that way you can put it on your students or your colleagues second. Remember our mission. Together, we will inspire learning by creating interesting and meaningful experiences for every student, every minute, every day. Let's take care of ourselves this week, and let's make sure that our colleagues are taking care of themselves as well. We love you. Let's go have a great week.